Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the do's and don'ts of writing a screenplay straight from the experts in Hollywood. The path to a captivating screenplay demands a deep understanding of storytelling, character development, and the subtle art of captivating an audience. So whether you're an aspiring screenwriter or simply fascinated by the magic of movies, buckle up. We're about to embark on a journey into the heart of Hollywood storytelling.
Imagine building a house without a blueprint. Chaos, right? Screenwriting, like architecture, requires a solid structure to hold it together. A well-defined structure is not a constraint on creativity, but rather the scaffolding that allows your creativity to soar. The three-act structure, a tried-and-true framework, provides a roadmap for your story. Act 1 sets the stage, introducing your characters and their world. Act 2 escalates the stakes, throwing obstacles in your characters' paths and forcing them to make difficult choices. Act 3 delivers the climax, the culmination of all that came before, and ultimately, the resolution. Think of each act as a mini arc within the larger narrative. This structure creates a natural rhythm, a sense of ebb and flow that keeps your audience engaged from the first frame to the last.
Dialogue is the heartbeat of your screenplay. It's through dialogue that your characters express themselves, reveal their vulnerabilities, and ultimately connect with each other. Authentic dialogue rings true to life, capturing the nuances of human interaction and drawing your audience deeper into the story. Think about how people actually speak. We interrupt each other. We ramble. We use slang and colloquialisms. Each character should have a distinct voice, a way of speaking that reflects their personality, background, and emotional state. Dialogue should always serve a purpose. Avoid using dialogue simply to convey information that could be shown visually or through action. Trust in the power of subtext, allowing your audience to read between the lines and draw their own conclusions.
Clichés are the comfort food of storytelling. Familiar, easy to digest, but ultimately unsatisfying. They offer a sense of security but lack the depth and originality that make stories memorable. They're shortcuts that writers take when they're too afraid or too lazy to dig deeper to find the original spark that will ignite their story. This often leads to a narrative that feels recycled and uninspired. We've all seen them: the predictable plot twists, the stereotypical characters, the overused dialogue that makes us roll our eyes. These elements can turn an otherwise promising story into a forgettable experience. Clichés are the enemies of originality, sucking the life out of your screenplay and leaving your audience feeling underwhelmed and disappointed. So how do you avoid them? It starts with being aware of the clichés that plague your genre. Recognize the patterns and tropes that have been overused. Once you're aware of them, you can consciously subvert them, flip them on their head, or better yet, come up with something entirely new. Innovation is key. Don't be afraid to surprise your audience. They crave fresh and unexpected experiences. Challenge their expectations, take risks, and don't be afraid to go to unexpected places with your story. Bold choices often lead to the most compelling narratives. Your voice, your unique perspective, is your most valuable asset as a writer. Embrace it and let it shine through in every word you write.
Screenwriting is a visual medium. Unlike a novel, where you have the luxury of delving into a character's thoughts and feelings, a screenplay relies on action and dialogue to convey emotion and advance the plot. Instead of telling your audience that a character is sad, show them. Show them slumped on the couch, surrounded by tissues, their favorite movie playing unattended on the screen. Instead of telling your audience that a character is brave, show them charging into a dangerous situation, their fear palpable, but their determination even stronger. Action is your most powerful tool as a screenwriter. It's through action that we understand a character's motivations, their strengths, their weaknesses. Dialogue should complement action, not overpower it. Remember, a screenplay is a blueprint for a film.
Pacing is the unsung hero of screenwriting, often overlooked, but incredibly vital. It's the subtle art of controlling the speed and rhythm of your story, keeping your audience engaged from the first frame to the last, ensuring they are emotionally invested. A well-paced script will leave your audience wanting more, while a poorly paced one will have them reaching for the remote, losing interest quickly. Think of your screenplay as a roller coaster, full of ups and downs. There are moments of heart-stopping action, moments of quiet reflection, and moments that build slowly towards a crescendo of excitement, creating a dynamic experience. The key is to find the right balance, to vary the pace so that your audience never feels bored or overwhelmed, maintaining their interest throughout. Action sequences should be fast-paced and exhilarating, while dialogue-heavy scenes might unfold at a more leisurely pace, allowing for character development. Use pacing to control the emotional temperature of your story, building tension, releasing it, and then ratcheting it up again, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. Remember, pacing is all about finding the right rhythm for your story, making sure every beat hits just right.
The first draft is just the beginning of your creative journey. It's in the rewriting, the refining, the relentless pursuit of perfection that a screenplay truly takes shape and comes to life. Embracing revision is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your commitment to your craft and your dedication to excellence. Think of your first draft as a lump of clay, full of potential. It has potential, but it's rough around the edges, filled with imperfections that need attention. Revision is the process of molding that clay, chiseling away at the excess, refining the form until it becomes a work of art, a masterpiece. Don't be afraid to be ruthless with your work, to make the tough decisions. Cut scenes that don't serve the story, rewrite dialogue that falls flat, and develop characters that feel underdeveloped or one-dimensional. Each pass through your script is an opportunity to make it tighter, more impactful, and ultimately, more satisfying for your audience, leaving a lasting impression.
Screenwriting is a craft built on rules, but it's also an art form that thrives on innovation. Don't be afraid to push boundaries, to experiment with structure, to subvert expectations, and to tell the stories that only you can tell. The greatest films are often the ones that take risks, that challenge conventions, and that offer a fresh perspective on familiar themes. These films stay with us long after the credits roll, sparking conversations, challenging our beliefs, and expanding our understanding of the human experience. So, don't be afraid to break the mold, experiment with genre, play with timelines, and don't be afraid to create characters who are flawed, complex, and utterly unforgettable. Trust your instincts. You have a unique voice, a perspective that deserves to be heard.
Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights from Hollywood's best. Remember, screenwriting is a journey of passion, perseverance, and unwavering dedication to the craft. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the victories, and never stop chasing the stories that set your soul on fire. Now go out there and write something extraordinary.